Newsham Park Hospital is a former hospital located in Liverpool, England that has been the subject of many ghost stories and paranormal investigations over the years. The hospital was originally built in the 1870s as an orphanage and later converted into a hospital for the mentally ill. It closed in 1997 and has since been abandoned. There have been many reported sightings of ghosts and other paranormal activity at the hospital. One of the most well-known stories involves a ghostly nurse who has been seen walking the halls of the hospital. She is said to be dressed in a blue and white uniform and carrying a clipboard. Some witnesses have also reported feeling a cold breeze or feeling as though someone was touching them when they encounter her. Another famous ghost story from Newsham Park Hospital is that of a former patient named Mary. According to legend, Mary was a young girl who was admitted to the hospital in the 1920s and died shortly thereafter. Her ghost has been seen in several parts of the hospital, including the children's ward and the chapel. She is said to be a friendly spirit who likes to play with visitors' hair or tug on their clothing. Other reported paranormal activity at the hospital includes strange noises, footsteps, and shadows that move on their own. Some visitors have also reported feeling as though they were being watched or followed while inside the building. Despite the many ghost stories associated with Newsham Park Hospital, it's important to note that there is no scientific evidence to support the existence of ghosts or paranormal activity. Many of these stories are based on hearsay and legend and may not be entirely accurate. However, the hospital's eerie atmosphere and dark history continue to draw paranormal enthusiasts and thrill seekers to the site. All Saints Church is a historic church located in Newcastle upon Tyne, England. The church dates back to the 13th century and has been the site of many important events throughout its history. While there are no confirmed ghost stories associated with the church, there are a few interesting historical facts and legends that have been passed down over the years. One interesting story involves the church's bell tower, which is one of the oldest in the region. According to legend, the tower was once used as a lookout by a notorious highwayman named Robert "Cuddy" Dyer. Dyer would use the tower to watch for potential victims on the nearby roads, and then descend to rob them. It is said that Dyer was eventually caught and hanged for his crimes, and his ghost is said to haunt the churchyard to this day. Another interesting fact about All Saints Church is that it was used as a shelter during the Second World War. The church provided refuge for hundreds of people during air raids, and many of the surrounding buildings were destroyed in the bombings. Today, the church serves as a monument to the resilience of the people of Newcastle during this difficult time. While there are no confirmed ghost stories associated with All Saints Church, it is considered to be one of the most haunted locations in Newcastle. The churchyard is said to be haunted by a variety of ghosts, including a young girl who is said to have drowned in the nearby River Tyne, and a group of monks who were said to have been executed on the site during the Reformation. However, these stories are largely based on hearsay and legend, and there is no scientific evidence to support their existence. The Pavilion Theatre is a historic theatre located in Bournemouth, England. The theatre was first opened in 1929 and has since become a beloved cultural institution in the area. While there are no confirmed ghost stories associated with the Pavilion Theatre, there are a few interesting facts and legends that have been passed down over the years. One of the most popular legends associated with the theatre involves a ghostly woman in white. According to legend, the woman was a performer at the theatre in the early 20th century who tragically died during a performance. Her ghost is said to haunt the backstage area of the theatre, and many staff members and performers have reported seeing her ghostly apparition. However, there is no scientific evidence to support the existence of this ghost. Another interesting fact about the Pavilion Theatre is that it was used as a military hospital during the Second World War. The theatre was converted into a hospital to treat wounded soldiers, and many of the surrounding buildings were also used for this purpose. Today, the theatre serves as a reminder of the sacrifices made by the people of Bournemouth during this difficult time. Purbeck is a beautiful area located in the county of Dorset, England. The area is known for its stunning coastline, rolling hills, and historic landmarks. While there are no confirmed ghost stories associated with Purbeck, there are a few interesting facts and legends that have been passed down over the years. One of the most popular legends associated with Purbeck involves a ghostly coach and horses. According to legend, a coach and horses can sometimes be seen traveling along the narrow country lanes of Purbeck, even though there is no driver. Some believe that the ghostly coach is linked to the area's rich history of smuggling, while others think it may be connected to a tragic accident that occurred on one of the local roads. However, there is no scientific evidence to support the existence of this ghostly coach. Another interesting fact about Purbeck is that it was the site of several important events during the Second World War. The area was home to several military bases and played a crucial role in the D-Day landings. Today, many of the area's historic landmarks and monuments serve as reminders of the sacrifices made by the people of Purbeck during this difficult time. There is a popular ghost story about a haunted hotel attic in Rye, a town in East Sussex, England. The story goes that in the 19th century, a woman named Emily supposedly took her own life by jumping from the top floor of a hotel after her lover abandoned her. Since then, guests and staff have reported hearing unexplained footsteps and seeing a ghostly figure of a woman in the hotel's attic. Some guests have even reported feeling a cold breeze and hearing the sound of someone crying, believed to be Emily's ghost. One particularly eerie account of a haunting comes from a woman who stayed in the attic room and reported feeling a presence sitting on her bed, despite being alone in the room. When she turned on the light, she saw a woman standing at the foot of her bed before disappearing into thin air. The hotel is said to have been investigated by paranormal investigators, with some claiming to have captured evidence of paranormal activity on camera. The story of a haunted hotel attic in Rye continues to intrigue visitors and locals alike, making it a popular destination for ghost hunters and thrill seekers. There is a popular ghost story about a paranormal funeral parlor in Cleveland, Ohio. The story centers around a funeral home called House of Wills, which was built in the early 20th century and served as a gathering place for the African American community. Over the years, numerous paranormal experiences have been reported at the House of Wills, including unexplained noises, doors opening and closing on their own, and apparitions appearing in the halls and staircases. Some visitors have also reported feeling a presence or a sudden chill in certain areas of the building. One particularly chilling account comes from a man who visited the funeral home in the 1970s and claimed to have witnessed a ghostly procession of mourners dressed in Victorian-era clothing. The man also reported hearing the sound of a piano playing in an empty room, despite the fact that the piano had been removed from the building years earlier. The House of Wills was closed in the early 2000s and has since fallen into disrepair, with reports of vandalism and trespassing. Despite its dilapidated state, the building remains a popular destination for ghost hunters and paranormal enthusiasts who are drawn to its haunted history.